The shadows of evening stretched across the suburbs of New York. Cold wind rattled the branches of the trees, and footsteps echoed quickly on the sidewalks as if everyone was in a hurry to reach home. Among the crowd walked a girl named Emily. She was 19 years old, with an unusual seriousness in her face. Unlike other girls her age who cared about parties and noise, Emily carried questions in her eyes, as if she were searching for something hidden in the world that no one else seemed to notice. Emily worked part-time in a library. The smell of old books and the crackling of aged pages gave her peace. Yet within that peace rested a strange unease. For weeks she had felt that someone was following her whenever she left the library late at night. She had turned back many times, only to find nothing but dark alleys and shuttered shops. Still, her heart would race with fear. One particular night, the feeling grew stronger. She walked faster, then began to run. When she glanced back, she noticed an old black car parked at the corner of the street. The windows were fogged, the doors closed, but Emily was certain someone inside was watching her. She rushed home, her heart pounding, and spent the night unable to sleep. The next morning, the town buzzed with news. A young boy named Daniel had suddenly gone missing. He lived near Emily's neighborhood, well known among the locals. Police cars roamed everywhere, officers questioned people, but there were no answers. Emily instantly remembered the black car she had seen. Fear crawled through her body, but she kept quiet, too afraid to tell anyone. A few days later, Emily confided in her best friend, Sophia. They often met by the lake on the edge of town, a quiet place where the world felt slower. Emily told her everything: the black car, the feeling of being followed, the strange fear that gnawed at her. Sophia, braver and bolder, said firmly, "If something is happening, we can't just sit and wait. The police are doing their routine, but the truth we have to find ourselves." That night they returned to the lake. The air was colder, the surface of the water rippling under the moonlight. As they walked near the shore, they found something strange. Circles drawn in the dirt, blackened candle stubs placed in the center, and scattered pieces of paper with words written in an unknown language. Emily bent down and picked up one fragment. Her hands trembled as she read the only sentence written clearly: "Those who vanish into the dark do not return." Nearby lay a single shoe, muddy and half-buried. Emily recognized it instantly. It belonged to Daniel. Her stomach tightened, her heart raced. Sophia whispered, "This isn't coincidence. Someone is performing rituals. And the missing people, they're part of it." They decided they could not step back now. Whatever danger lay ahead, they had to uncover it. The next day, Emily began digging through the library archives. Old newspapers, police files, forgotten records, all passed under her searching eyes. What she discovered made her skin crawl. For the last 20 years, every autumn, young people had disappeared from the town. Each case had been marked unsolved, each file quietly closed. And every time, strange signs had been found near the lake. Emily told Sophia what she had found, and together they decided to follow the black car the next time it appeared. The chance came sooner than expected. One evening, after closing the library, Emily saw the car waiting again, its windows dark. This time, Sophia was with her. They followed it carefully through winding streets until it stopped at the edge of town, in front of an abandoned church. The building loomed in silence, its wooden doors locked, yet a faint light flickered inside. They crept closer, hearts pounding, and peeked through a broken window. What they saw froze their breath. A group of people, dressed in black robes, sat in a circle. In the center was a boy tied with ropes, Daniel. Candles burned in their hands as they chanted words in a language neither Emily nor Sophia could understand. Sophia gripped Emily's hand. "This is it. They're a cult. They're the ones." Emily's pulse hammered. They pushed the door open quietly, but the creak of rusted hinges betrayed them. All eyes turned toward them. A chilling silence filled the air. Then a deep voice spoke from the circle. "You should not have come here." A man in a mask stepped forward. His presence was heavy, his voice commanding. "This town holds secrets. Those who try to uncover them are swallowed by the dark forever." Before Emily and Sophia could run, two figures grabbed them from behind. Fear surged through their veins. The chanting grew louder, the candles flickered. The cult leader raised his hand as if to begin a ritual. But suddenly thunder cracked outside. Glass shattered as police stormed into the church. Someone had tipped them off, and the place erupted into chaos. The robed figure. The story gives us many lessons that touch both the heart and the mind. One of the strongest lessons is about courage. Courage is not about being fearless. It is about taking a step forward even when fear surrounds us. Emily was a 19-year-old girl, not a hero or a trained fighter, yet she carried the weight of her fears. Every night she felt someone was following her, and her heart raced with terror. Most people would have chosen to remain silent, to close their eyes and pretend nothing was happening. But Emily's choice was different. She allowed her fear to exist, but she did not let it control her. She searched for the truth even when her knees trembled. This teaches us that bravery is not found in the absence of fear, but in the decision to keep moving despite it. The story also shows us the importance of friendship. When Emily shared her fears with Sophia, she found more than just comfort. She found strength. Sophia was bold, determined, and willing to take risks that Emily might not have taken alone. It was Sophia who said, "We can't just sit and wait. The truth we must find ourselves." These words carry deep meaning. They show us that true friends do not just listen. They act, they stand with us, and they push us forward when we hesitate. Life's dangers are easier to face when someone we trust stands by our side. This story reminds us that a loyal friend can be the greatest source of courage. Another lesson hidden in this story is about the value of truth. Emily's journey into the library archives was not just a search for answers about the missing boy. It was a symbol of how truth often lies buried in forgotten pages, hidden by time and silence. Many people in the town had chosen not to look deeper. They saw the missing children as tragedies, but never asked why the disappearances kept repeating. The truth was always there, scattered across old newspapers and unsolved police files, but no one dared to piece it together. Emily's persistence teaches us that truth requires effort, patience, and determination. It will not reveal itself easily. We must seek it out, even if the answers are frightening. The story also reminds us of a hard truth. Evil thrives in silence. For 20 years, a cult operated in the shadows of the town, performing dark rituals, taking innocent lives and spreading fear. How could such evil continue for so long? The answer is silence. People noticed strange things but ignored them. They saw the patterns but never spoke up. Their silence gave the cult power. This is a powerful lesson for all of us. When we see wrong and choose to stay quiet, we become part of the problem. The story warns us that silence can be as dangerous as the evil itself. Another lesson lies in the ending of the story. After the police stormed the church and rescued Daniel, people in the town believed the nightmare was over. They thought they were safe. But then the black car returned with a chilling message. The story isn't over.